on Capitol Hill today places the future of TikTok in jeopardy, possibly impacting the 170 million Americans who use the popular app. Skylar Henry reports from Washington.
If the rules are suspended, the bill is passed.
The House of Representatives voted Wednesday to require TikTok to separate from its China-based owner ByteDance or be banned from U.S. app stores in 6 months.
TikTok needs to decide whether they value their users or their ties to the Chinese Communist Party more.
Supporters of the bipartisan bill cited national security concerns, arguing the Chinese government could force ByteDance to hand over the data of its 170 million American users, something TikTok has long denied.
This is a life-changing app.
Ahead of the vote, the company mobilized TikTok influencers and others to fight the bill.
So many people, not only 5 million small businesses rely on it, but 170 million people rely on this app for more than just their livelihood. They rely on this app for their mental health.
One key hurdle could be former President Trump, who once threatened to ban TikTok but opposes this bill, saying it would shift too much influence to Facebook. President Biden has said he would sign the legislation if it reaches his desk. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Washington.